How y'all doing? I'm a watchman. Now, this right here, this isn't a Bible lecture or Bible study of what I'm used to giving. I prayed about it and I couldn't hold it in, and I've been wrestling with should I do this video for days. And a good friend of mine, she sent me a letter on Facebook, and it just capitalized as the Lord saying, yeah, okay. And she didn't even know what I've been thinking about the past couple of days. And I'm gonna just call her. We'll just call her. We'll call her Izzy. You know, my good friend Izzy. She's from Europe or somewhere over in there. I'm not gonna give up her location and all that. We'll just say she's over there somewhere, and I'm not gonna give up her name. But we'll just call her Izzy. And Izzy had told me over a year ago. She said, "Josh, Obama's gay." And I'm telling y'all, I listen to all my friends. I take it in, and if and stuff settles, my mind chooses to remember things, and then it doesn't. And my fiance and all my friends will tell you, I'm a compare. If something is in here, like that comment, and I start to see something down the line. It could be 5 months down the line. I start to see certain things. That comment will pop back up and say, "Well, didn't such and such say?" So I'm gonna get right to it, y'all. What I see, and a lot of people probably like, Obama gay, or bisexual. Man, Obama ain't gay. I'm telling you, let's calm down. Just hear me out. Let's look at the facts. And the deeper I got into it, now I'm not saying he's gay. I'm just saying this is what I see. This is what I see. Hear me out, and maybe you'll see the same thing also. It sounds crazy, don't it? Or does it? Or does it really sound crazy? Or does it really sound crazy? First off, his actions. We're gonna go over his actions right when he first got into office. Here I wrote a list. When he got into office, Obama has done things that no other president has ever done. And I'm not talking about being the first mixed president to have black blood in him. What I'm talking about is some of the laws and things he's passed concerning gay rights. You might just be thinking, see, they've been so spread out and so nonchalant, we haven't really looked at them. Let's check this out. Let's get right into it. On June 1st, 2009, Obama, this was the first thing he declared when he was in office. The first thing, this was his first agenda in office. He declared June to be LBGT month. That's National Gay, Lesbian, Transgender, Bisexual Pride Month. Now I know I'm going to receive a lot of crazy comments and people who just, it's your opinion. This is my opinion. And the facts, the more I looked, that's the first thing he did. He declared June to be the National Gay, Lesbian, Bisexual, Transgender Pride Month, called LBGT. He's the first president to appoint openly LBGT candidates to Senate confirmed seats in the first 100 days of his administration. He's doing all of these things in his first 100 days in his administration. The first laws he's passing. A lot of people don't look at actions, but I'm sorry, beloved. Where I'm from, the things I've been through, the lifestyle I've been open to, and the things I've seen, somebody could tell me something all day, but I look at their actions. I'll be honest with you, I was born and raised in a dope house. Not my whole life, but for several years as a child. And I've learned to look at people's actions. Addicts will tell you everything up under the sun, but if you don't look at their actions, they're going to get you every time. And I'm afraid a lot of people aren't looking at Obama's actions. All right. first bill he ever passed was the Gay Hate Crimes Bill, and he named it after. It was named after a boy that had got a gay boy that had got beaten up many years before. But it was a Gay Hate Crimes Bill. It was the first bill he passed in office. Naming June LBGT month, appointing LBGT candidates to Senate confirmed seats in his first 100 days. Then his first bill being a Gay Hate Crimes Bill. He was the first president to openly back and stand behind gay marriage. The first president. These are a lot of firsts dealing with this homosexual lifestyle, which I don't judge anybody. I'm not saying, trust me, I get people on here who forget about what I'm saying about Obama and say, are you saying gay is going to... I'm not judging you. I'm not judging. I'm not saying you're going to heaven or hell. You know, even though God says it. God says if I don't stop lusting, if I don't stop cursing, if I don't stop hating my brother, I'm going to hell too. Well, I'm going to the lake of burning fire. You know, I'm going to burn too. So if I say, yeah, you'll lose your soul if you stay gay, then trust me, I'm not just saying that's you. That's any sin, any sin. You know, yes, you're going to burn, you're going to lose your soul. You know, yes. But look, he's the first president to openly back and stand behind gay marriage. Just out in the open. Out in the open. First president to mention gay rights in his 2013 inaugural speech. Is it that important to you, Obama, that you have to mention it in your inaugural speech? And not only did he mention it to his inaugural speech, this what ate me up about it. I'm telling you, this is when, like I said, my friend, we're going to call her Izzy. When Izzy told me this a year ago, I said, yeah, okay, Iz. And I know Izzy isn't crazy at all. So it locked up in here. It wasn't something I just kept silent. So when I started seeing all these things, that comment she said just kept ringing in my head. You know, Josh? Because where did he go to school? Over off in Europe. He went to school over off in Europe. And if you look at Obama, I seen some of the pictures when he was off in school. The extra tight jeans and this is before the tight stuff was cool. Even though it's they have it cool, but it's a lot of the gay boys who made it cool. Am I lying? But anyway, and matter of fact, when he's a 33rd degree Knight of Malta. When you get up that high, do you know how many senators, leaders, and politicians is just doing the ill-gotten nasty things with each other? You know, like the Bohemian Grove, got all these grown men off in the woods together, having gay prostitutes come up in there. Google it. There was a gay prostitute who came out about all these political leaders who was paying the money to do all that kind of stuff up in the woods. Beloved, only a gay leader. Rome, there was only one other country, one other nation that legalized gay marriage as a whole. That was Rome. And you know it had a gay leader? Nimrod. Not Nimrod. Here I go. Not Nimrod. Nero. You know, Alex the Great was gay. Yes, Alex the Great was gay. Nero was gay. Had some little gay boy who he was molesting. You know, so it is not uncommon to have these gay leaders. I don't know why, you know, all these other politicians and priests are gay, but we seem like, let's keep looking at his actions, because that's not it, y'all. That's not it. That's not it. And that's just the tip. I'm not, you know, I really haven't got deep to where what I really want to bring out. But anyway, he compared at his inaugural, your 2013 inaugural speech, gay rights is still so much on his mind that he mentions it. He compares it to the civil rights movement. Are you serious? The civil rights, let me just say like this. They were lynching so many young black men, women, and children got lynched in the early 1900s that they had to make an amendment to the Constitution to stop it. They believe it was in 1942 that the amendment to the Constitution was made. Are you serious? They used to have riots so bad in Atlanta when it was ruled by the South, that uh, you could look down the street and you would see all the ball caps of all the little black children and women with the hats, because the men, you were usually strong enough to get away, but the women and children, they would hang their clothing items and pieces of them on light posts, the ones who had died the nights of the riots. And this wasn't just one random, this was many nights. And one, I forget his name, but he ended up becoming the head of the NAACP. I believe his last name was White, but he was black, but his last name was WHIT. And he said as a child, as a young boy, he remembered looking down the street a night after one of these riots and seeing hats and clothing along all the street posts. You're comparing that to gay rights? Are you serious? The civil rights movement to gay rights? Who would push something like this? Now, it's a difference. This is what I'm getting to, y'all. It's a difference to say, you know, I have a lot of gay friends, even on Facebook, and they know how I feel. They know I teach the word. They know if you ask Josh, you know, are you gonna burn? Are you gonna lose your soul if you stay gay? They know Josh gonna say, yeah, he sticks by the Bible. You know, just like if you, like I say, if I'm out having affairs and I keep doing it, until the Lord come back, I'm gonna lose my soul if I don't stop. You know, but anyway. What I'm saying is, it's a, you know, but I don't judge them as people. That's why they're my friends. I'll do anything for them, and I love them to death. That's why I'm so honest and truthful with them. But the thing is, it's one thing to say, you know, I believe, you know, other presidents, other people have back, you know, if somebody's gay, let them be gay. That's one thing to support something, you know, support something and be like, yeah, I believe gays should have the right. I believe, me personally, I believe people should have the right to do what they feel. Because the day we try to dictate rights is the day somebody's going to try to say, I can't worship on Saturday. Hint, hint, hint. You know? So people should have the right to do what they feel. That don't mean it's right just because you have the right. That don't mean it's right just because you have the right, but people should. God gives us freedom of choice. But anyway, it's one thing to support something and say, you know, I back gay marriage. But then it's another thing to be full-blown support. Usually the full-blown support is the people right there with the marching women. Yes, gay, 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 yes, with the signs. Is that what Obama does? He does it in ways and means, just as we've seen. Google these laws. Google. I'm not kidding you. I just got online and boop, 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 and this is the list I came up with. Look, first president. Now this took the cake. This took the cake. First president on Time magazine cover with the title First Gay President. If y'all didn't see it, and bring you recap, he was on Time magazine with his head up like this. And he had a rainbow halo that was the rainbow colors, and it was a halo, and it said First Gay President. That was it. Now I'm talking to your manhood. Some women be like, might be like, I don't see nothing wrong. I'm talking to the manhood. Men. If it's one thing to support gay, say you support gays, and you know, like he does, like a lot of people do, but that don't mean you gonna let yourself be on some magazine cover saying you are gay. Now really look at this, y'all. This is what really look at this. We're talking about history here. History. Not everybody just gets on Time magazine. So, let's say right here, this Time magazine. This Time magazine covers go down in history. So, this is what I want y'all to see. So, 20 years from now, let's just say 20 years from now, Obama knew. Now, believe me, that cover did not surprise him. He knew before it came out what it was going to say, how it looked, everything. He knew 20 years from now, you know, you're going to get young boys, black, white, Japanese, Korean, Filipino. You're going to get young boys who going to look at this magazine cover, let's say 30 years from now. Are they going to think that, oh, they're just saying that because he support gays? Nah, they're going to think this is the first gay president. Because it says First gay president. First gay Now, men. I'm talking to the men. If you and women, if you are not gay, but you support the gays and doing their thing, are you gonna still go down in history with a picture of you and the title, you know, Joshua the gay, just Joshua the gay? And if I'm not gay, do I want somebody to find that? Especially these covers, magazine things going down in history. Do I want somebody 40 years from now to look at this magazine cover, Joshua gay, and if I'm not, but if I am gay, this is the thing. If I am gay, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, well, subliminally, people would think that's just because I support gay rights. I don't care if you support gay rights. You're not gonna, if you're straight, you're not gonna let yourself be seen down the line in history as gay. The first gay president, I believe the title said it clearly. Literally. The first gay president. Bisexual. A lot of times, a lot of these high-ups in Freemasonry, Knights of the Malta, Jesuits, Skull and Crossbones, a lot of them have wives as fronts. A lot of them have wives as fronts. If you so-called watch Illuminati videos, secret societies, and things of that nature, then you have to know what I'm talking about. A lot of those things be fronts. You can't reach a certain level unless you do a homosexual act. Just how the 99.9% of the men in Hollywood have to do a homosexual act. A lot of people forget about Will Smith and 6 Degrees of Separations. I never forget. I was scarred. I lived in Philly. Half my family lives in Philly. My dad's family is from Camden, New Jersey. You know what I'm saying? I lived from North Carolina, lived in Jersey, lived in Philly, and I used to all about how my life got turned upside down. My life got turned upside down, y'all. See right there, I tell you how I became the principal. Man, girls in the world ain't nothing but trouble. I used to love Will Smith. Summertime. But then 6 Degrees of Separation, y'all. He was getting hit by another dude. And Beloved. This was his initiation. You know why? After that movie, that's when he was able to start making the big money and big bucks movies. I kid you not. I was sick. I'm sitting there watching this movie just because Will in it. I'm like, okay, it's going to be a good movie. Will in a movie with Gene Hackman. I'll never forget. Then when the lady opened up the bedroom, I was like, oh! I wanted to cry like, oh! You know, like, oh! You know what I'm saying? It might not have been him, but that was his initiation. That was his initiation. All of them go through. All the men. When Bruce Willis did it in the Jackal, I was sick. And I'm naming it because I loved it with Die Hard and all that. I was sick. When the Jackal, I said, please don't kiss. Please don't kiss. He's sitting in the bar with his little hair and he leaned over and I was like, I'm with the remote. You know, you grab the remote like, Beloved. So don't think Obama got this high up in first gay president on Time magazine. Men, would you let that go down if you wasn't gay? If you were straight as an arrow? But if you were gay, you wouldn't mind it at all. Women too. There's one thing to support gay rights, but then to have yourself, you know, and go down in history on articles saying you're the first gay cook at Papa John's. Would you want that? You're the first gay McDonald worker. You know, if you're not gay, I'm like, no, don't be putting first gay McDonald worker on fries. You know, I support the gays, but don't put the first gay. You know. Anyway, and then Jason Collins comes out the closet and says he's gay. So dude, there's a million other people who are gay, and Obama calls him. Hey Jason, I'm so proud of you. Okay, I'll start with the voice. But that's basically what he did, you know. Oh, let me call Jason. There are soldiers who are actually heroes who saved lives. Who has saved lives. There's this one colonel who is missing a leg and he went through air assault school at 101st Airborne. The first man to do this ever. I'm talking about air assault school to where it's like men have failed it and they got all their limbs. Did Obama call him? It's soldiers who rescue people. Did Obama call them? You know, Charles Ramsey who saved the little girls being kid. Did Obama call him? No. But a basketball player comes out the closet and Obama. Jay said, "I'm so proud. I'm proud of you, and you're doing a great thing for your country." What was? Now tell me. It's one thing to support the gays, but then it's one thing to support the gays. If you feel what I'm saying, we need to look at Obama's actions. Because I'm telling you, his actions say clearly. He supports the gays. He even passed a law saying if you talk bad about a gay, you can catch a felony or go to jail. If you're talking bad about gay, now who would do that? Except another gay. He better not talk bad about me. He better. I got the power. I make a felony. I make a law. I'm telling you. I know it sounds crazy, but look at his actions, y'all. That's all I'm saying. I can't help but look at people's actions. I can't help but look at people's actions, and these things is just too clear as day. And then, him calling Jason Collins, that took the cake for me. I couldn't be quiet no longer. I had a friend over a year ago. A good friend. I'm talking about she knows her stuff. She's not foolish at all. And she said to me simple and plain, Obama's gay. How many presidents have had grown men come out saying that they slept with him or had oral relations with him? How many presidents have had that? Well, Larry Sinclair has a testimony on YouTube where he says he had oral relations with Obama. While he was in school or something, I guess. I ain't even watched the interview. While Obama over there in Europe in school, if you look at his pictures, look at the stuff he wow. It's not hard to believe at all. Look at the thing he passes. Being gay is heavily on Obama's mind. Now think of all y'all who support gays and say, I don't see nothing wrong with gays being married. Think of everybody out there who support gay marriage and things of that nature. Y'all support it, right? But are you calling up every gay that come out the closet in your city saying, yay? Are you gung-ho with the, saying if someone should say something bad against a gay, they should catch a felony? Beloved, it's a crazy world we live in. Open your eyes. The last nation to embrace homosexuality as a whole was quickly destroyed. Every nation that embraced homosexuality was quickly destroyed. And that is what America's heading. Especially, as Time magazine put it, when you got a gay president.